Hey everyone, welcome to our week one. Last week was prep week, so now is week one um, training. So, we are going to be focusing on learning about macronutrients this week. So, macronutrients are what we track, and we're going to talk about MyFitnessPal, which is the app that we use to track our macros, short for macronutrients, which a macro is simply our proteins, fats, and carbs. And so this is what we track instead of like calories. We are going to look at macros and the nutrients in the food that we are fueling our body with. So we are going to this week focus on becoming familiar with the MyFitnessPal app and tracking in there. We are going to be focusing on getting our feeding window to that 8-hour feeding window for fasting and really focus on consistently logging our food once we learn the app. So I'm going to shortly walk you through how to use the MyFitnessPal app and what that is going to look like. And so macronutrients are the large macronutrients that make up all of the food that we eat, like I said. And so we try and have a nice balanced diet that's going to keep happy, healthy hormones. It's going to keep our blood sugar nice and even. And so instead of counting like calories in, calories out, we're just going to focus on the macros that we're putting in our bodies. So proteins are important because they help keep us full and satisfied. Fats are a great energy source as well as carbs. Carbs are the preferred energy source for our body to use. So all three are necessary. Carbs are not bad. I know we've heard that in the past, but as long as we're eating the right kind of carbs and the right amount of carbs, they are great for us. So God made them. They come from the ground. We need to eat them and enjoy them guilt-free. So, like I said, we don't count calories. Calorie restriction only even works for a certain amount of time. So, you're eating calories, you restrict calories. At some point, you're going to have to restrict them even further and further and further. And so that's not what the faster way is about at all. Actually, we eat a lot of food in the faster way. But again, it's good, whole food nutrition. And so it's good for us, and it's something that our body needs to keep us full and satisfied, moving with the energy that we need. So, like I said, MyFitnessPal is the tool that we use to track our food. So our goal this week is going to be to start tracking our food. I'm going to try to keep this brief. There is information on the portal about MyFitnessPal and how to set that up. So I'm going to walk you through it real quick though. So MyFitnessPal, it's going to be the little, so I can get to the focus, this little, where is it, right here? Little dancing person. Oh no. So it's going to be the little dancing person. What have I done? It's going to be MyFitnessPal. It's like an underarm wrap. So we're going to select that. So once you get in, it's going to look a little bit something like this. Down here on the bottom, we're going to select more. And this is where we're going to set up our MyFitnessPal. So everybody is different. Everybody has their own individual macros that they need for their goals and their body. And so that's what we're going to set up right now. And so once you go down here to more, down here in this corner, we're going to select goals right here. So we're going to select goals, and then we're going to put in our starting weight, our current weight, what our goal weight is, and then we're going to put in what our weekly goal is to lose. And so if you don't have a significant amount of weight to lose, you are going to stay at half a pound max. So a half a pound is where you're going to want to stay unless you have a significant amount of weight to lose. And if that's the case, then let me know, and we'll set it up just a little bit differently for you. So the only other thing on here is going to be the activity level in this top part. And that's going to be, if you're up on your feet all day, you're going to be active. If not, you're going to adjust down. Or if you're more active, adjust it to what your day looks like individually to you, or specifically to you. So once we have this whole top part set up, then we're going to come down here to nutrition goals. And you see it says calorie, carbs, protein, and fat goals. And so we're going to select that right there. And so this is where you're going to want to have everything set up. So you're going to want your carbs to be 45%, your protein to be 25%, and your fat 30%. So that's how we're going to have it set up. carbs 45, protein 25, fats 30%. And so this is where that's going to be. And then we're going to back out of there, save that there, and your macros are now set. So now what we're going to do to log food is we're going to come down to the bottom where it says diary down here at the very bottom. And then this is how you add food in. So like today, for lunch, I had Barbaritos, and so Barbaritos is actually in here, so I typed in Barbaritos ground turkey, and then I just kind of added cucumbers, bell pepper, whatever it is, and I logged it down there. And so to add food for dinner, if I wanted to add food, you just come down here, do add food, and then you can search for food. So it'll bring up food that you've eat regularly, that you've had before. It saves it in there. This little location dot over here is if you're eating somewhere around like Chipotle or wherever you are, Waffle House, like can't think of anywhere else right now, but anywhere you eat, most places, most bigger places definitely will have their menus in there, which is nice, and you can just pull it from it. And then this little scanner right here, this little barcode number, if you select that over here, it's really nice because you can take a barcode of any food and scan it right in, and it'll pull it right up. That's one of the things I use most in this app, is I just scan the barcode, put in the amount I ate, and it saves it in there for me. So it's really, really nice. So that's how we're going to add everything in. And you're not going to add in your exercise. So exercise is not added in. If we do exercise, great, but it doesn't affect our macros day to day. So if you come down here to the bottom, it'll say nutritional. And so we're going to select that. And the nutrients right here is something that we want to look at. So we want to make sure that this blue line gets full every single day in our proteins, fats, and carbs. Well, not every single day, but you're going to want to make sure that for now, it'll change next week, but for now as we're only a program, make sure that you're hitting your goal number. So whatever your goal number on here is, this middle line for your proteins, fats, and carbs, you want to make sure that you're hitting that every day. So like today, I have 52 grams left of protein that I need to get in still. And I haven't logged everything in here, but so you want to make sure that you're getting all of your macros in. Another way to look at it is if you come up here and push macros, you want to make sure that this pie chart matches up with what we put in here. So you want to make sure that it has 45% carbs, 30% fat, and the 25% protein. And so this is something that I'm going to be asking for every day, this screenshot as well as this nutrients, so that I can make sure that you're eating enough food and you're eating enough of the right balanced food. So I hope this helped a little bit. If you have questions, the portal is full of other information with MyFitnessPal. We're going to be talking about it this week, but please don't hesitate to ask, reach out. I'm here to help support you and answer any questions that you have. And then the only other thing is like planning around your macros. So some of the biggest success tips that I can give you is to pre-plan your food in the app. So like if I'm sitting on the couch at night, or if I'm laying in the bed the night before, I'll go ahead and put in what I have for lunch. That way I'll know what I'm allowed to have for dinner. So I will have like my lunch and my snacks already put in, so that I kind of know what I need. So if I need more fruit, or if I need more fats, or whatever it is, I can enter it in the day before, and I've set myself up for success for the next day. Also, something else that you can do is to make sure that like you're not waiting to the end of the day and you have all of your carbs to eat, all of your protein to eat, so that you have a nice balanced macro meal at every single meal. And so if you're seeing that happen and you're waiting to the end, it's like, oh no, I need to get in all of this certain food every single day. We can help that by entering in our food like the day before or the morning of, so we know what we can and can't eat. Or if we're going out to eat, we know we're going to go eat Chipotle with a friend, or we know we're going to go meet somebody at Cracker Barrel, we can go ahead and enter that in so that we can form our other food around it, so we can still have what we want with our friends or family, but we're going to make sure that we're eating balanced and still within our macros for the day. So again, I hope this helped. Any questions at all, let me know. Please reach out to me. And I hope that y'all all have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you soon.